The Fort Erie Race Track is alive and kicking after the provincial government announced transitional funding that will ensure horse racing in 2013.
Well, we keep saying one-year deal, and that's because pretty much everybody's still in the vogue of where we were before the modernization started. It's the same as race days. Race days are not important anymore. What we are looking at is races. It's important to have races. So when we look at race days, it used to be 50 days and you had 8 or 10 races. What we're looking at is we have about 500 races, 480 to 500 races. We're going to have the flexibility to redistribute those within those days. So, for instance, we don't have to start with 3 days of racing every day in the beginning of the season. We can start with a race on a Sunday, and we'll start with 2, and we'll ramp up. Same thing when we wind down, so that when we have great weather, and we have the bulk of the crowd, and we have people who are not tied up with school or business and summer breaks, you know, they can get here. But it's also important to understand that we have to spread the races out, because the horses can only race in thoroughbreds maybe every 12 to 15 days. And so if we condense the year, they don't have a chance to make a return on their income. They invest in the horses and training and pay for their horses every day, and they have to have a chance to win a purse, because that's the only way, that's payday for them. So we have to be cognizant of that, but I think we're establishing a good balance.
I believe May 26th is the proposed opening date. How important is marketing going to be for to get people into this track?
Oh, it's very huge, and we started today. I mean, we're looking at a great logo that the staff came up with over the winter, alive and kicking, and that's our motto for this year, so I think you'll see us build on that.
Today's a good day for the people of Fort Erie and for the horse racing industry, because Fort Erie's track is open, it's operating, and there's a racing season ahead of the track, so it's a pretty special day.
Were you doing some somersaults in your office when you heard the good news?
We've been hearing it's positive, it's positive, it's positive, and it wasn't until we finally, now that today that they're here and they made the announcement, I feel better now. So it's always been guarded optimism, but it's a good day for Fort Erie today.
Just remind us the economic impact of this track.
When you look at the economic base using the provincial model, it's about $151 million a year of economic impact to spin off for Fort Erie and the region of Niagara. So it's huge for what we're looking for within the town of Fort Erie and Niagara, to move us forward as a community as well.
Elisa, we're a go for this year. Tell me some maybe the marketing initiatives that we have under place.
Normally what I do in the past is start on closing day preparing for the next year's opening day, and I have the whole winter to get that stuff going. This year was a different scenario. So we're talking about around the clock, eating, breathing, sleeping Fort Erie, even more than I normally do now. So we'll put it together. I'll put it together. I've pretty much buttoned down my promotions for this year. It's a matter of getting the bands ready for the Tiki Bar. It's a matter of getting the farmers market people back out. It's a matter of getting back on the post-time show on Kojiko. It's a matter of putting everything back together. So I think because people understand the situation that we're in, that we have to put this meet together so quickly, they're going to be really accommodating for me.
Looking forward to opening day?
Oh my goodness. Listen, right now, I mean, it's just looking forward to getting through each and every hour of each and every day and checking another thing off of the list. But last year, I did 58 events over the course of 70 plus days. This year, it's only 50 that I got to worry about. So you know what? If I did 58, I can put together 50, no problem.
The 2013 racing season opens on Sunday, May 26th for a 50-day meet. For more information, visit forterierracing.com. Reporting for The Source, I'm Anthony Luongo.